Hey friend, I'm really glad you're here today. I know that life can feel overwhelming at times, and if you're going through a rough patch right now, it might seem like things are never going to get better. I get it. I've been there myself. Sometimes it feels like everything's crashing down and you just can't see a way out. But today, I want to share something with you that I believe will bring you hope. There's a quote by William Cowper that says, "The darkest day, if you live till tomorrow, will have passed away." Think about that for a second. No matter how heavy the burden, no matter how long the night feels, tomorrow brings a new day. And it's not just about time passing by, it's about hope. It's about believing that even the darkest times won't last forever. God's light will shine through, and He will guide you through it, the struggle. Everyone faces dark days. We all go through hard times. It's part of life. Even in the Bible, we're told in 2 Corinthians 4:8-9, we are pressed on every side by troubles, but we are not crushed. We are perplexed, but not driven to despair. We are hunted down, but never abandoned by God. We get knocked down, but we are not destroyed. No one is exempt from struggle. The people you look up to the most have had their own battles. But here's the key. The dark days aren't the end of the story. They're part of the journey. They teach us, shape us, and remind us that God is with us even when things feel tough. God's love never leaves us, even when we feel alone. That's the beauty of faith. Even in the hardest moments, He's there. He's always with you, walking beside you. The power of perspective, hope on the horizon. When William Cowper wrote those words, he understood something really important. Time heals. The darkness doesn't last forever. The Bible even says in Psalm 30, verse 5, "Weeping may last through the night, but joy comes with the morning." I know it's hard to believe that when you're in the middle of a tough time. I know the pain can feel overwhelming, and it might seem like it will never end. But here's where faith comes in. God is always working, even when we can't see it. He's preparing you for a day when the joy will come, when the sun will shine again, and when you'll look back and realize that this struggle was part of something beautiful He was doing in your life. So, if you're young and feeling like everything is falling apart, I want you to hear this. Don't give up today. You might not see it now, but tomorrow holds the promise of a new beginning. God is always at work, and He has a plan for you, even when you can't see it yet. Let me share a story with you that might sound familiar. There's a man in the Bible named David. He started off as a shepherd boy, all alone in the fields, ignored by many. He had to fight off wild animals, and there were moments when he felt totally abandoned. But God saw him, and in time, God called him to become the king of Israel, to lead the people. David's journey wasn't easy. He had to face giants, literally, and he went through a lot of pain. But despite it all, he wrote in Psalm 23, verse 4, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." David knew that the darkest times are just valleys we walk through. They're not the end of the road, they're temporary. And like David, you will come through to the other side, stronger and more ready for what God has planned for you. So, what can you do today, right here in the midst of your own struggles and dark days? the first thing I want to encourage you to do is this: trust the process. Trust that God is actively working in your life, even if you can't see it yet, even if the road ahead seems unclear or difficult to navigate. You might feel lost, overwhelmed, or unsure of where to turn. But remember, God is never absent from the journey. Psalm 46:10 reminds us of this profound truth. Be still and know that I am God. In our fast-paced world where everything seems urgent, we often forget the power of stillness. We become restless, thinking we need to be in control, fixing things, and pushing for results. But the truth is, God's timing is always perfect. He is not rushed by our anxieties or the world's pressures. He knows exactly what He is doing in your life, even when you can't see it or understand it. Sometimes it's in those moments of stillness, when we let go of our need to control and simply trust, that we begin to feel His presence the most. We can release the fear and the uncertainty and trust that He is leading us step by step, even when the path feels foggy. You may not see the breakthrough today, but keep holding on. Keep trusting, knowing that God is faithful to complete the work He started in you. I've been through enough in life to know that things aren't always smooth sailing. There have been days when it felt like I was carrying a weight so heavy I couldn't see past it. I've walked through storms, and some of those days felt like they would never end. But looking back now, I realize those tough times shaped me in ways I didn't understand back then. When you're in the middle of a storm, it's hard to see the bigger picture. But here's what I've learned. Those struggles, they don't break us. They mold us. They teach us resilience, patience, and above all, they remind us to trust in something bigger than ourselves. Life may knock you down, but I promise, each time you rise again, you come back stronger. So, don't let the hard times define you. Let them refine you. And, sometimes when life feels heavy, we get so caught up in the future that we forget to just focus on the next step. You don't need to see the whole road ahead right now. Sometimes all you need is to see the next step and take it. That's it. One step. Each small step is a victory. And before you know it, those small steps will lead you somewhere big. So keep moving forward. The person you're becoming is shaped by these moments. And I promise you this, there is light at the end of this tunnel, and you're going to make it through. Keep going. You've got this. Thank you so much for taking a moment to be here with me today. I know things might feel heavy right now, and the path ahead might look uncertain. But I want you to know this. You are stronger than you realize. And no matter what you're facing, you are never alone. God is with you, walking beside you every step of the way, even when you can't see it. This moment, this struggle, it's not the end of your story. It's just a chapter. Tomorrow, there's a new day filled with new possibilities, new hope, and new strength. Keep your head up, keep your heart open, and remember that God has amazing things in store for you. So, don't give up, even when it feels like the weight of the world is too much to bear. You have a purpose, and this season will pass. The sun will rise again. Keep going, because you are never, ever walking through this alone. You are loved beyond measure. God bless you. And I'll be praying for you every step of the way.